British officials were gradually shaping this city according to their own vision. The evening gathering halls glittered under the glow of electric lights. Then, suddenly, those very places were transformed into graveyards. The people who had been walking the streets only days before now lay lifeless in the lanes and byways of the city. With no proper arrangements for cremation or burial, bodies remained piled up along the banks of the Ganges. Apart from a few vultures circling overhead, hardly a single person could be seen in the city. This was the terrifying picture that emerged in the city of Kolkata during a devastating epidemic. A dark veil seemed to descend over the entire city. Such tragedies had haunted Kolkata since ancient times. One after another, people writhed in agony before succumbing to death. No one could do anything for anyone else except stand helplessly and watch. Time and again, this city was struck by deadly diseases. The people of Bengal witnessed endless processions of death and watched their loved ones slip away forever. The year was 1762. A devastating epidemic swept across Bengal, bringing death to countless homes. The epidemic claimed nearly 50,000 lives. And before the region could recover from this catastrophe, another disaster struck within a few years, a devastating famine. History remembers it as the Great Bengal Famine of 1770. With the famine came yet another wave of deadly epidemics. It was as if the suffering had doubled in intensity. In Kolkata alone, 76,000 people died within just 3 months. Nor were only Bengalis affected. The British residents of India suffered as well. Between July and September of that same year, nearly 15,000 British officials and settlers lost their lives. The entire city seemed to turn into a breeding ground for mosquitoes and flies. Records from the early 18th century also describe these grim conditions. One report states that out of 1,200 English residents in Kolkata, as many as 460 died from severe fevers. Malaria was already widespread, but it was soon joined by cholera, plague, and kala-azar. At the time, all these deadly illnesses were collectively known by a single name, the unknown fever. References to these outbreaks can be found not only in contemporary newspapers of the period, but also in numerous historical books and records. In a report published in September 1827, it was written, "Recently, the epidemic known as Ola Utha has spread with great severity in Chinchura, a town in Hooghly, and in several surrounding villages. It has claimed the lives of many residents, and even now, 10 to 12 people are dying from the disease every single day. No one possesses the power to stop its advance." Struck by fear, many foreigners who had been living in these villages have fled the area. It is also said that the devastating outbreak of kala-azar claimed not only ordinary citizens, but many prominent figures as well. One such tragic example is the final days of Sukumar Ray. He died at the young age of just 35. The reason behind his untimely death was kala-azar. Ironically, only a year before Sukumar Ray's death, a treatment for the disease had been discovered by Upendranath Brahmachari. Yet, in his case, the medicine could not be effectively applied in time. And Sukumar Ray was not the only victim. Among those who lost their lives was also Samindranath Tagore, the son of Rabindranath Tagore. However, the primary cause of this tragic situation was believed to be the environment itself. Piles of garbage and poor sanitation created the perfect breeding ground for disease. Stagnant water around hospitals teemed with mosquito eggs and larvae. At the same time, many people in Bengali society placed greater faith in religious rituals and ceremonies than in medical treatment. As a result, Kolkata witnessed one wave of death after another. Even throughout the 19th and 20th centuries, the city continued to suffer repeated outbreaks of plague and cholera. Nor was the rest of India spared from these devastating epidemics. During the plague outbreaks of the late 19th century, Swami Vivekananda, together with Sister Nivedita and the monks of the Ramakrishna mission, stepped forward to help and care for the afflicted. It was also from this era that pioneering medical figures such as Ronald and Epidemic Brahmachari made groundbreaking contributions in the fight against disease. Yet an important question remains. how effectively were these medical advances applied within society? The answer is that progress came slowly, and the delay cost countless lives, resulting in tragic processions of death across the country. This was a glimpse into the devastating epidemics that struck Kolkata under British rule. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like the video for more fascinating stories from history.